It was a Sunday family brunch. I was 61, sitting at the table with my niece, my sister's daughter. She's one of those health-conscious types, always bringing green smoothies and collagen drinks everywhere she goes. While passing me the fruit bowl, she glanced at my hands and said, half joking, "Auntie, your skin's getting thinner. Maybe you need more collagen drinks like me?" I smiled, a little embarrassed. "Oh honey, I already take collagen powder every morning. Been doing that for 2 years now." But when I caught my reflection in the dining room mirror afterward, something tugged at me. My skin really did look thinner, crepey even. And truthfully, my knees had been aching more than usual. If I was already taking collagen powder, why wasn't it helping? That nagged at me for days. I'd spent money on all kinds of collagen supplements, creams, and serums. Was I just aging like everyone else, or was I missing something? The following week, I booked an appointment with a senior nutritionist in town, a woman in her late 70s with glowing skin that honestly looked better than mine. Her name was Joan. After listening to my routine, Joan leaned in and said something that stuck with me. "You might be feeding your wrinkles without knowing it." I blinked. "What do you mean?" Most women over 60 focus on collagen powders and creams. But they forget sugar, even from healthy-looking fruits, breaks down collagen faster than age does. That's when she taught me something I'd never heard before. Some fruits, especially when overripe or in certain forms, can quietly speed up collagen loss through glycation and oxidative stress. That conversation changed my whole approach. Today, I want to share what Joan showed me. 7 fruit seniors should stop eating to protect their collagen naturally after 60. It's not about cutting out all fruit. It's about choosing wisely and understanding what really supports youthful skin and joint strength. I used to think grapes were harmless. In fact, at age 62, I'd often bring a bowl of red grapes with me while reading in the afternoon. Light, juicy, seemed healthy enough. Until one day at brunch, my friend Carla, 67, shared something that stopped me mid-bite. She said, "I've been eating grapes every day, but lately my face feels puffier, and my knees ache more." That's when it clicked for me. A few months earlier, a senior nutritionist named Joan had warned me, "You might be feeding your wrinkles without realizing it. Grapes are high in fructose and histamine." I'd never thought about it before. Fructose in grapes, even natural fruit sugar, can trigger a process called glycation. Glycation is when sugar molecules bind to collagen and elastin fibers, stiffening them and making skin lose its youthful bounce. Histamine adds another layer of risk by sparking low-grade inflammation, which silently breaks down collagen over time. A 2020 review in the Journal of Dermatological Science even confirmed that high fructose intake speeds up skin aging in seniors. The key isn't to fear grapes entirely. It's realizing that bowl after bowl, especially without balancing nutrients like vitamin C, can quietly work against your skin. Joan advised me to think of grapes as an occasional treat, not a daily staple. So now, I swap grapes for blackberries or blueberries most days. They contain more collagen-protective antioxidants and much less fructose. And when I do have grapes, I limit it to a small handful and always pair them with a few walnuts or almonds. The healthy fat and fiber slow sugar absorption, protecting both my collagen and my joints. It's a small shift, but one my skin and body both appreciate. For most of my 50s, I had a habit I thought was virtuous. Every morning, 1 tall glass of fresh squeezed orange juice. It felt like the classic healthy start. But around 61, my doctor flagged rising fasting blood sugar on my labs. At the same time, I noticed my skin wasn't bouncing back like before. It felt looser, less firm. That's when I finally asked Joan, the senior nutritionist I trust. Her answer hit home. Juice removes the fiber, leaving behind pure sugar. Even natural fruit sugars spike your system faster in liquid form. I'd always thought of fruit juice as natural and harmless. But Joan pointed me to a 2019 study published in Nutrition Reviews. Liquid fructose, like in fruit juice, raises glycation markers more aggressively than eating whole fruits. Glycation, as she explained, is where sugar molecules bond to collagen and elastin fibers, stiffening them and accelerating skin aging. Beyond that, juices strip away the fiber and many cofactors that whole fruits carry, like zinc, silica, or even small amounts of amino acids from fruit skins and seeds. All the things that help your body synthesize collagen naturally are missing. What you're left with is a fast sugar hit that does more harm than good, especially after 60 when your skin's repair speed slows down. These days, I've swapped juice for two things: warm lemon water in the morning for vitamin C, and infused water or herbal teas during the day. My favorite: slices of cucumber with mint or a splash of fresh lime. If you really miss juice, Joan suggested blending the whole fruit instead of juicing it, so you keep the fiber. Small change, big difference for my skin's resilience and my blood sugar. Every summer, mangoes were my absolute treat. I'd slice them thick, drizzle a little lime on top, and savor each bite. It wasn't until a nutrition seminar at 63 that I realized my beloved mango habit might have been sabotaging my skin. Joan, the same senior nutritionist who set me straight on fruit juices, mentioned it casually. The riper the mango, the higher the fructose, and the lower the vitamin C. You're feeding your wrinkles. That surprised me. Mango felt healthy, tropical, natural. But as she explained, once a mango ripens past a certain point, its starches convert almost entirely into fructose. It becomes what she called a collagen tax in disguise. The science backs this up. A 2018 clinical trial published in Aging Cell showed that diets high in fructose significantly reduced skin elasticity in adults over 60, due to accelerated glycation. Glycation stiffens collagen fibers and weakens elastin, making skin thinner, more lined, and less able to bounce back. What shocked me most was learning how much goodness is in the mango peel: fiber, antioxidants, and compounds that help regulate blood sugar. But like most people, I'd always peeled my mangoes and thrown that part away. That's where I'd been missing out. Now, I enjoy mango only occasionally, and I choose the firmer, just ripe ones. Organic is best if you want to eat the skin. When I'm really craving something sweet, I swap mango for papaya. Papaya contains papain, an enzyme that actually supports collagen integrity while offering lower sugar per serving compared to ripe mango. That one small switch, mango moderation and papaya preference, helped me notice my skin staying firmer through summer instead of getting that loose, thin look I used to blame on heat or age. I still remember that summer clearly. It was my 62nd birthday, and my daughter had bought me a giant seedless watermelon as part of my healthy eating plan. It felt so refreshing, chilled watermelon cubes every afternoon, especially during those hot July days. But by August, I noticed something strange. My skin, especially on my hands and under my eyes, felt thinner, almost papery. My knees and hips were also giving me more trouble than usual, especially when standing up from the garden bench. At first, I blamed age or maybe not enough lotion. But during my next check-in with Joan, the nutritionist I trust, she asked me casually, "You've been eating a lot of watermelon lately, haven't you?" I blinked. "How did you know?" She explained, "Watermelon is mostly water and sugar. Almost no vitamin C, zinc, or amino acids. The very things your body needs to rebuild and maintain collagen." That hit me hard. Like many people, I'd always thought watermelon was the perfect healthy snack. But for seniors, it's what Joan called a nutrient-light habit. It fills you up temporarily with water and quick sugar, mostly glucose and fructose, but it doesn't actually nourish your skin, joints, or muscles in any meaningful way. The science backed it up. A 2017 study in the Journal of Skin Pharmacology showed that skin loses elasticity faster when the diet lacks key collagen-building micronutrients like vitamin C, zinc, and glycine. Watermelon has virtually none of those. Plus, with a high glycemic index, it spikes blood sugar even faster than fruits like apples or berries. That kind of spike triggers glycation, which damages collagen fibers, making them stiff and brittle over time. The turning point for me was when Joan showed me a simple swap: cucumber slices with lemon and chia seeds. Cucumber is also hydrating, but it contains silica, a trace mineral essential for collagen production. Lemon adds vitamin C, while chia seeds provide omega-3 fatty acids and protein that support skin structure. At first, it felt like a downgrade. Watermelon is sweet and festive. Cucumber water seems almost boring. But after a week or two, I started noticing the difference. My skin didn't feel as thin. My joints felt less cranky in the mornings. Plus, I didn't get those sugar crashes that watermelon used to sneak in. Now, I still enjoy watermelon, just not every day. It's an occasional summer treat, not my go-to snack. And I always pair it with something more substantial, like a handful of pumpkin seeds or a collagen-rich broth later in the day to balance things out. For any woman over 60 looking to protect her collagen naturally, I'd say this: don't let the prettiest fruit on the table fool you. It's not just about what looks refreshing. It's about what really feeds your skin and joints from the inside out. When I first began focusing on anti-aging and collagen support, I honestly believed that keeping a stash of canned fruit cups was a smart move. They felt convenient. Open, eat, done. I especially loved those little canned peach and pear cups I'd grab after lunch. But one afternoon, during my regular chat with Joan, my go-to nutritionist, she spotted one in my shopping bag. Her reaction was immediate. "Oh no, please tell me you're not counting those as part of your skin-friendly routine." That caught me off guard. Joan explained, canned fruits, especially in syrup, are loaded with refined sugar and preservatives. They actually sabotage your skin's collagen. I later checked the labels and couldn't believe how much added sugar was hiding in something I thought was healthy. And it wasn't just the sugar. Joan pointed out that the high heat processing used in canning destroys key nutrients. According to a 2021 study published in Food Chemistry, fruit processed at high temperatures can lose up to 40% of its vitamin C and antioxidant content. That's vitamin C your body needs to produce and protect collagen. Worse still, many canned products contain sulfites and other additives to preserve color and shelf life. These chemicals can trigger oxidative stress in sensitive individuals, further breaking down collagen fibers over time. After hearing that, I made a firm decision to cut out canned fruits. My practical replacement? Fresh or frozen fruits. Frozen berries, for example, retain most of their vitamin C and antioxidants because they're flash frozen at peak ripeness. And if I absolutely have to use something canned, I make sure it's packed in its own juice with no added sugar or syrup, and I always drain the liquid completely. Now, I treat fruit as collagen fuel, not convenience food. Of all the habits I've had to unlearn after 60, giving up dried fruits was probably the hardest. For years, I kept small bags of raisins, dried apricots, and cranberries in my purse or car. It felt like a smart, healthy choice. Better than candy, I told myself. But during one of my routine consultations, Joan, the senior nutritionist I trust, gently pulled me aside and said, "You know, those dried fruits are sneaking collagen damage into your day." I honestly didn't believe her at first. Dried fruit is just fruit, right? That's when she showed me research from the 2022 Journal of Clinical Nutrition. Dried fruits, because they have had their water removed, concentrate natural sugars into a much smaller, denser form. This creates higher levels of something called AGEs, advanced glycation end products. AGEs are molecules that form when sugars bond with proteins like collagen, making those collagen fibers stiff and brittle. Even more surprising, the review found that seniors who ate regular amounts of dried fruit had AGE levels up to 35% higher than those who stuck with fresh fruits. And it wasn't just about natural sugar. Many dried fruit brands add extra sweeteners and preservatives like sulfites, which increase oxidative stress, another collagen enemy. After hearing that, I went home and cleared my kitchen jars of dried fruit. Now, if I'm craving a quick snack or something slightly sweet, I reach for raw pumpkin seeds or sunflower seeds instead. They not only avoid the sugar spike but also provide zinc and magnesium, two minerals crucial for supporting healthy collagen. And when I really want something fruity, a handful of fresh berries, with their natural antioxidants and vitamin C, does the job perfectly without harming my skin. For decades, I believed I was doing something good for my health each morning by slicing a banana into my oatmeal. It felt easy, comforting, the classic healthy breakfast fruit. That is, until Joan, my longtime nutritionist, noticed the speckled bananas in my grocery bag and asked, "Do you eat them that ripe all the time?" I shrugged and said yes. They're sweeter that way. That's when she explained, the spottier the banana, the higher the sugar, and the lower the vitamin C. Overripe bananas quietly work against your collagen. I was surprised but curious. After looking into it myself, I found a 2020 report from the American Journal of Clinical Dermatology confirming that high fructose diets, especially from processed sugars and overripe fruits, are linked to faster skin aging. Here's why: as bananas ripen, their starches convert into free sugars, particularly fructose. Fructose triggers glycation, where sugar molecules bind to collagen proteins, making them stiff and fragile. At the same time, vitamin C, one of the key nutrients needed to build new collagen, degrades as fruit ripens. By the time bananas turn soft and spotty, they offer little left to help your skin stay firm. So, what's the better move? If you love bananas like I once did, stick to just ripe ones, yellow with a little green left. That way, the starch-to-sugar ratio is healthier, and vitamin C is still present. I now pair firmer bananas with a spoonful of almond butter, which slows down sugar absorption thanks to its healthy fats and protein. Or better yet, switch up your routine with fruits that truly support collagen. Fresh kiwi or pomegranate seeds, both rich in vitamin C and skin-protective antioxidants. My breakfast feels fresher, and my skin is quietly thanking me. For years, I started my mornings with a tall fruit smoothie. Bananas, mango, maybe some grape juice for extra sweetness. I thought I was doing my skin and joints a favor. Midday, it was a fruit bowl heavy on watermelon or dried apricots. It felt healthy. But after sitting with Joan, the nutritionist, and learning the hard science, I realized all that fruit sugar was quietly working against me. Glycation, inflammation, collagen loss, all hidden beneath those healthy labels. That's when I made a switch. Not to cut fruit out completely, but to focus on collagen-supportive choices. Here's what my typical day looks like now. Breakfast: Greek yogurt topped with fresh blueberries or blackberries. Low fructose, high antioxidants, plus probiotics for gut health. Mid-morning, a small citrus salad, slices of orange or grapefruit with a sprinkle of chia seeds. That vitamin C boost is critical for collagen synthesis. Lunch: green salad with avocado and a handful of pomegranate seeds. Avocado provides healthy fats that help absorb fat-soluble vitamins, while pomegranate delivers skin-protecting polyphenol. Afternoon snack: fresh pear slices, skin on, or raw pumpkin seeds for collagen-friendly zinc. Evening: herbal tea, maybe rosehip or hibiscus, instead of juice or sweetened drinks. The key wasn't just swapping fruits but becoming mindful about timing and balance. I now spread out collagen-supportive nutrients throughout the day instead of overwhelming my system with sugar in one sitting. After 2 to 3 months, I noticed clearer skin, steadier energy, and even less stiffness in my joints. And the best part? It doesn't feel like a punishment. It feels like a steady, nourishing routine.